Welcome to the channel and welcome to Paper Moose and welcome to Bushkill Park. I am here at the park, a favorite of Easton, Pennsylvania that has been in operation since 1902. This park has seen its fair share of ups and downs. It was the home to many family birthday parties, roller skating parties, company picnics, but unfortunately succumbed to several floods that pretty much ravaged the park and made it inoperable. Over the past couple years, the park has seen a revitalization and now is open for business. Limited business, but still open so people can come back, bring their families, and experience the history that they had. So let's get into the park. I'll show you around, show you what rides remain, and then give you a little bit of history behind Bushkill Park. So as you can see, there are several rides that are open. It is also their Halloween time. So they have trick-or-treating, family-friendly rides. It's slowly picking up. They're trying to get back to what they once were, but because of the floods, it takes a lot of money to rebuild a park. And we have that nice guy. This ride was purchased from Dorney Park. You have the Cops and the Clowns, the classic Swan ride, and here we have what is most known and recognized of Bushkill Park, the Fun House. The Fun House has seen a lot of different faces. This painting was just recently done. So the artist that did the painting, the girl on this side, when they were going through and redoing the hall, they found I guess an illustration similar to that. And then the artist kind of did his own rendering on this lady because of the barrel inside. If you can see, it is called the Barrel of Fun. This is a revolving wooden barrel that you would have to walk through to get into the fun house. And then on the back side, if you can see the images, the cartoons, those are original. So they are doing some work. Oh, you can see back there. You can see the murals and the paintings on the wall. They wanted to have the funhouse open for this Halloween season, but it just wasn't happening. During the renovation, they actually discovered that the funhouse might be one of the oldest funhouses in the United States. Some of the paint samples that they had tested were older than what they previously thought, being from the early 1900s. But this was a definite favorite for many people. Inside, there is a wooden slide. I remember going down that as a kid. There's also the rickety stairs, the mirrors, and there is a tiger that they kind of barred off to make it look like it's in the zoo, but its belly revolved. So initially you would have to grab on to the belly and it would spin you around and around. So hopefully next year they will have this fun house back open, and all of us as children that came here, we can come back here again and have another good time in the fun house, or as it's called, Hilarity Hall. Halloween. This great clown. Who doesn't love a clown? This guy. So here we have a whole bunch of stuff. This was the bumper car area, I believe. One way only, no head-on bumping. Yeah, that makes sense. So this was the bumper car area. That's the whip over there. But first, let's visit the monkey house. So back in the earlier days of the park, this was the monkey house. And they have some kind of animal in there. Not sure what it's supposed to be, but they actually used to have monkeys in here. Oh, and there's the train. So they still have a train, the Bushkill Express, that operates. And then this was the infamous whip. So behind me is the whip. This is one of the original rides to the park, and it was a favorite of many people. For those of you that watch American Pickers, if you're thinking this place looks familiar, it's because the American Pickers were here, and the owner of the park at that time sold off some of the rides and banners and other items from the park to the American Pickers. They were worth more money than what Mike and Neil, is that his name? What they actually thought to be, so they actually came back and donated more money to the park. But the whip was a favorite ride. Another favorite ride here at the park was the haunted pretzel. That was my favorite. It was a dark ride. You sat in a moving cart and it just took you through a room that was all dark. They had neon lights. It was pretty funky. They're gonna try and open up and redo that ride again. So that would be really fun to go on. But this is the whip behind me. Walk around and we'll get a closer look. So yeah, this was the whip. You have the whip, some chairs, a big gold roller skate in the back that I think was used for a float. But it takes a lot of work to get this place up and running. Even for what, you know, is open now, it is all from, you know, the time that many volunteers have donated. And that one lady just said that her parents met on the bumper cars. And that's why so many people come back here to the park, because of the memories that it holds. So you see the Bushkill Park, the front of it. But yeah, they have it decorated for Halloween. Like that guy still riding that bike. And so people can come here, walk around, and just reminisce about the park and what it used to be. Then we have this guy selling tickets. That shirt might be worth some money. So the park used to have so many pavilions because a lot of companies would have their company picnics here. There's still some of the pavilions remain, but they're in rough shape. There goes the train. Oh, that's a different ride. So here you have like an amusement stand. They would put on shows, magic shows, and things like that. There goes the train. And the old park benches. Fountain. Look at the great colors. And there is the roller skating rink. My favorite. I actually was at the rink this past week and I couldn't skate in high school, and I still can't skate today. This roller skating rink in elementary school and high school, this was the place to have your party. It's still exactly the same. They had to redo some small portions when it flooded, including the girls' bathroom. Prior, the floor went like this. So to go into the bathroom, essentially for those that couldn't skate well, you just had to let yourself hit the back wall and then kind of grab onto the doors and climb up so you could go to the bathroom. So many people remember that story and can relate to it, but I was here this past Tuesday and it was so much fun. They played great music and it just felt good. It felt like you were back, you know, you were 8 years old again. So I really hope that more people come out to the rink just for the nostalgia of it and enjoy roller skating back at Bushkill Park. as always, I brought some pictures. So that's what the funhouse used to look like. And then that's what it looks like today. So it is a little bit different. It used to be called the Barrel of Fun. Now it's Hilarity Hall. But the same structures are pretty much still there. Can you match it up? They used to have a sign here that showed where the floodwaters went, but it looks like they painted over it and took it down. So here's another picture. This was from the 90s. So if you just picture, we'll go over the snack bar. That was the bumper cars then. And this is the bumper cars now. So here's the fountain. Again, this is from the 90s. And there's the same fountain. It's nice that a lot of the original structures are still here, even if they were just from the 90s. This would match up around here because the parking lot is facing the same way, so. One of the main attractions here was the carousel, and this is pretty much the print from the carousel where it was. The carousel had been sold off though, and to get a carousel back would be an enormous amount of money. It'd be nice to have a carousel back here, but again, the funds, they're just not there. So as you can see back here, here are some of the ride remnants. You have one of the Bushkill Park signs, some of the carts. These may have been for the pretzel. I might be wrong, but I might be right. I'm not sure what that one was for with the eagle, but I think that these little ones might have been for the pretzel, the haunted pretzel. And then I don't know what those were for, but you know, some remnants left over of the park.